Hey, hi, how you doing? Uh, I apologize, not being uh, very elegant tonight. It's 2:32 in the morning, and I just wanted to share a story going back to Argentina. I mean, I was born in Colombia. Very interesting what I saw in a soap opera. The soap opera. I mean, I was looking for channels, and then I saw this soap opera, very interesting soap opera. And I went to the local 7-Eleven, which it was very interesting, about women getting back to their boyfriends or killing them or say, "Fuck you." Said, "Ugh." And my mom used to be a battered woman. She used to be abused. And I looked at the channel, which is in Spanish, and it was kind of interesting. I said, well, it was 3 a.m. in the morning. I went to the local 7-Eleven. Yeah, I said, I'm gonna get some Coronas, and then I'm gonna watch this soap opera. So the soap opera had a plot. Um, it was a woman back in the 1940s from Lebanon, the Middle East. She migrated to Argentina, and very good-looking woman. I have met a lot of good-looking women from the Middle East, and so she migrates to Argentina. She goes to Buenos Aires, which is the capital of Argentina. Which is I've never been there, but I hear it's a very beautiful city. So she goes and settles in Argentina. I mean, I don't know. I have been trying to find out how come she went south in Argentina. I mean, from Lebanon, and then she takes a job in a meat processing, cutting, cutting meat. I mean, I said to myself, well, you got to survive. You have to cut meat. You have to cut those those bulls or whatever you're in. And she met a very good looking guy, Argentinian guy, and she has two daughters with him. You Okay, so life goes on. And she wants to set up her own business. She wants to set up her own life. Yeah. So she rents a piece of property south of Buenos Aires. And she set up a restaurant, and then she also rents a place for her two daughters and her husband. And things go well. And that business, that restaurant business, it's a restaurant that caters people from the Middle East and Lebanese food, and it became a success. There were articles on the local newspaper, with this woman, I mean, setting shop, and serving Lebanese food. I mean, in Argentina, and he became wow. So, anyways, being herself such a um, attractive woman, the landlord started making advances on her. She wanted a reduction on the rent because she said, well, I mean, well, it's not about becoming greedy. Well, come on, you want to make a profit. And the landlord, who happens to be an immigrant of Italy, with his brother, they migrated to Argentina, and Argentina has always been a magnet also of Europeans to go to Argentina, after the World War II, or whatever that is. So the guy, he had the landlord had a crush on him, but the crush on her became the most I ever seen in my life. I have crush on women all the time, but this guy, he went above and beyond of what you and I will say this is gross. She she asked him for a reduction because she wanted to expand her business, like square footage or whatever you want to call it. And he said, "Can I have sex with you?" And she went for it. She went for it. But he became obsessed with her. Now, when we talk about obsessions, yes, it is true. I mean, you can be obsessed with a woman and you're going to break a lot of, you can go, obsessions are obsessions. You cross the line. So the guys, they started having sex, or started to have what? I mean, I don't know. They don't really think. And it came to a point on which she said to the landlord, "I cannot do this. I have two daughters. I have a husband, and I want to conduct business, which business is business. Okay. I'm going to pay you rent." But that was bad, bad, bad. So the landlord did not accept that this woman rejected him. So one day he came in, he went to her bedroom. Her husband was there, and he said, "I want to have sex with you. Otherwise, I'm gonna, I'm gonna kick you out." Like, whoa! So she said, "Okay, can you give me a minute? And she took him to the kitchen of the restaurant, which was adjacent to the um adjacent to her business, or the room or the bedroom and stuff like that. And she and he said, "Can you give me a blowjob or do whatever you want?" I mean, well, I don't know. I'm not in that kind of business. And And she said to herself, enough is enough. She went and beat the crap out of him, and she strangled him. Took him to his bedroom, which is, of course, right next to, the bill adjacent, um, and he put him. She put him under his bedroom. And this is not the first time that I'm sharing this story, because it's very fascinating, how come a woman overcomes abuse, okay? And my mom used to be an abused woman, but this woman, she took the law into her own hands. So she took him to his bedroom. Wow. Unbelievable. I'm having a laugh about it. Maybe I shouldn't have. And she waited like a night or 2 days, because she needed to get the body out, because she placed his body under his bed. So she waited, to clear the coast or whatever. So she took the body back. Guess what? To the kitchen of the restaurant that she used to work in, old place. Where she worked, she took his body to the kitchen and cut him off. Cut him off. I mean, she will. She cut off his body. And I said to myself, when you are so mad at someone, and I've been a mad to a lot of people, I just wanted to do. But this woman, she was mad at this guy because, the guy abused her, took advantage of her, rape her, and whatever that is. And she cut off everything. Okay. She even served the flesh of this guy, the landlord, the one that she killed. And she serves the flesh on patties, like, I mean, like patties or whatever you want to call it. And to this day, I said, I mean, it's not real. I mean, you can cut off some. And there was a customer that came in and said, wow, this is the best beef patty. And said, yeah. And she goes and said, it's a secret, but it was the flesh of the guy that she killed. Oh, wow. Oh, oh, come on. The one part of the body of the guy, of the Italian guy, she threw it right out of the torso. Shit. She put it right on the corner to be picked up, and there was Um, there was a dog. It was sorry now. I mean, whatever they can eat or whatever that is, And people find out that there was a human torso right there. I don't know how that happened. Oh shit! And they the authorities they came in and they said, "Whoa, this is big, big." And she gets arrested, and she confesses to the detective that she chopped off uh, her landlord because he was being harassing. He raped her only because of rent. Wow. This is not the first time I I tell this story. I did it like maybe 2 days ago. But when I watch this channel in Spanish, fuck. And sometimes I said to myself, maybe that should be my mom, because you take care of business. But guess what? The woman, which is called the Amelia, the butcher of Buenos Aires. That's how it's been called, and I'm, I'm still fascinated how this woman took law on her own hands. Fuck you! You, you scream me on rent. You rape me, and because let me tell you something. That just how it happened. The landlord goes to her bedroom while her husband is sleeping. He said, I want to fuck you. I want to have sex with you. Yeah, I ask myself, what the fuck is going on? I mean, you go to a woman's bedroom and said, I want to have. I'm lost for words. I mean, this is. I mean, and when I start this conversation, she when she migrated to Buenos Aires from Lebanon, she started in a meat factory, dissecting, stuff, shit, I mean, and she uses her skills to chop off rapists. I mean, I cannot even. So when I saw the soap opera, I went to my fridge. I went to grab another beer. You alcoholic I am. This is. I don't even know what I'm drinking right now. So then comes the credits. The choreographer, the photographer, and then there's the last. I mean, credits. When you watch Star Wars or you watch Star Trek, you see all these. These this soap opera is based on true events. I said, "Wait, you ought to be joking me." To this day, I'm in denial that there was a real woman, Emilia, the butcher of was real. I to this day, and I went to the internet. I went to my laptop, which my laptop was just a few days away from, a few feet away from me. What the fuck is going on with this world? that Emilia was real. She chopped off a human body based on her own skills because when she arrived to Argentina, she used to be a meat cutter or whatever you meat processor. And I asked myself, wow. I wouldn't say that's amazing. I wouldn't say it's incredible, but I'm in denial. Now we are, and I said to myself, I'm not going to have a girlfriend. I'm not going to piss off a girlfriend. You pissed off a girlfriend, you're going to get something. I'm not going to be in this experiment. It's amazing story. It was based that soap opera on a true event. This woman chopped off a human body and she served human flesh in a restaurant. I'm still in belief. I mean, no, not believe. I cannot even understand. So that's why maybe I said to myself, I rather don't have a girlfriend. I rather don't have a wife because if she gets pissed off at me, she's gonna chop me off. I watch, I did Discovery Channel. I watch People's Court. When people get pissed off at each other, I just don't want to be part of that scenario. So that's why I drink a lot, and I'm gonna be honest with you. If you have a bad relationship, that can happen to you. Maybe your wife or your girlfriend is gonna chop you off. But guess what? I'm here in one piece. I'm gonna have to. I mean, I don't mean to laugh about it. I mean, but I have to. The Yesterday, I went to I went to apply. I applied for a job to the local Hispanic market, and I asked for the manager because I needed to do a follow up on my application. And this guy, a Hispanic guy, he thought that I was hitting on her, and I said, "We do." And guess what? He is the security guy. I mean, he does security. Okay, that's the boyfriend, and he goes and said to me, "If you come here again, I'm gonna call the cops on you." I said, "Listen, security guy, I'm here to follow up with a application." And the guy said, "No, get the fuck out of here. You hitting on my wife." Said, "Excuse me, sir. Due respect. I mean, I know you're a security guy." And he goes, "You are on drugs. You are an alcoholic, and you hitting on me in my wife." He said, "Dude, I'm sorry about that. I mean, I was aghast. I was. He accused me on hitting on his wife. I mean, very good looking woman. And the guy, I'm 50, I'm 53. He's on his 60s. And I don't know what's going on there. And that's why I wanted to share that with you guys because, come on, I cannot be hitting on women, especially. And tomorrow I'm gonna go there to the. Okay, I'm gonna file. I'm gonna file not only a complaint, and if he approaches me, and I'm gonna file a police report just because he's a security guy. I can take that. I can even sue. But it's kind of interesting that someone on his position that I was hitting on his wife or girlfriend. That's very sad, That's very, very intriguing. Very intriguing that he would accuse me trying to steal his hobby, his girl. And I'm gonna take action if I don't get some explanation why he was said that I was stealing his woman. And it's kind of interesting that when you have a girlfriend or you have a wife, you have to accept, okay, if you don't do your job, or you as a boyfriend and you have failed as the man of the house, you have failed. And then you have to eat that up. Just be a man. If you did not become a real man, chocolate. That guy, he's a motherfucker. He's a loser. I did not hit on his wife or his girlfriend or whatever. But I'm going back there and then I'm going to make it a case because, first of all, I don't do that kind of stuff. That's, I mean, why am I going to steal somebody else's woman? I mean, and one of the things that this teaches me, I remember in Colombia, um, the story from, I think it was from Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet. They died together because they love each other. Romeo died before, and then she took her own life with the knife. And that story teach me, or might teach you. I don't know if you care about it. For life and death, for better or for worse. And that's why I cannot find the right woman, because I want to share these principles that Hamlet wrote to us. Everything now these days is good sex. And then guess what? You get married next week. Oh my, I gotta tell you, it doesn't get and that's why I'm very, very um I'm becoming very, very active in YouTube, because YouTube is a way for me to express myself. And remember Madonna, yeah. I want to express myself. Unbelievable. You people are one of the most uh, interesting guys. I mean, one other thing that I want to say, what is going on in Ukraine right now is totally. I mean, I never thought. Me myself, a Jewish guy. I mean, 3 weeks ago, there was a Russian tank firing with the turret. I think it was a T-22, T-27. I don't know what kind of a Russian tank. Fired to a civilian car. A couple, father and mother, and 2 kids. How can you explain that you fire a bullet from a tank to a vehicle, a civilian vehicle? They were going to take the kids to either to the school. I don't know what was going to. I'm doing sorry. You fired a fucking. I just cannot. And this was on the media. It was shown on CNN. It's in YouTube. How can you fire to a civilian vehicle from a tank? That's why I drink all the time, because I want to forget. That is the most. That is the most horrible thing that I ever seen in my life. You fire a bullet from a tank to a civilian vehicle. I mean, I never seen anything like this. Oh, motherfucker. How can you do that? The the tank driver or the guy who fired, how can you live in your life firing this such bullet to a civilian person? No, the wife, the husband. This is unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this. And here, uh, being in Florida, let me tell you something. We could be targets of nuclear weapons from this guy, because we have some assets. We got Pratt Whitney. We don't know what this Vladimir Putin is going to do. This guy, I don't know why he's doing this. So be prepared. This guy, he now, and he said it on TV. He said it on the media that he's going to use nuclear weapons against Ukraine. What the Ukraine did to him? Get the. I mean, Ukraine did nothing to him. I don't know why you bully a country like Ukraine. He could be bullying some other place, or where. That's that's unreal. You cannot be bullying people like that. Throw weapons. Hospitals. nursing homes. Why you want to do that shit for? Why? I'm here trying to decipher, and why you want to? Why you bomb people? Okay, let's say okay, you have a uh, okay. Let's go. I mean, you have a disagreement with another world leader. Yeah, with let's go to let's go to Vienna. Let's go to Switzerland and say we have no. He throws bombs to innocent people who have nothing to do. I've never seen anything like this. That's why I'm much more vocal about going to YouTube and share my story with you guys. Well, it's not my story, my thoughts, my yeah, my thoughts. And if you see this message about the Ukrainian people, please share it with them. To This is ridiculous. This is bad. And again, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm here in Florida. I can put my feet here, the palms, my swimming pool, and the Ukrainians in the middle of the with. And let me tell you something. There's something very Vladimir Putin have used the weather, the winter, the snow, because he knows they can escape to the west, so he can have less people in Ukraine. And it's very interesting because, and I know about this by fact, when Napoleon Bonaparte, he became some kind of a king or whatever, he was warned by his generals, do not go in the winter to get Moscow, Russia. And he said, no, I just Adolf Hitler was warned by his, because of the situation in St. Petersburg. He was told, don't go in the winter. One motherfucker. And guess what? Vladimir Putin, he sends the troops on on the winter. Guess what? He got a cannon. Now, and it's in the media right now. His soldiers, they cannot make to Kiev or some other city in Ukraine, right? Guess what? Because of the wind. Isn't that? I mean, amazing how? I mean, if you don't. And now Vladimir Putin, he puts people, his generals, on the house arrest. I mean, get out of here. I mean, he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. And this is the 2022. I mean, I drink so much, I just live. I just don't listen to, I don't keep track of the time. That's so stupid. You send kids to invade Ukraine. Don't be surprised if you hear from myself being in Ukraine. that is so stupid word, and I think that sends a very wrong message to a lot of people. I mean, this guy, Putin, risking his own title, and he kills people. Now, I'm hearing that there's now 50,000 people that has been killed because he sent rockets and all that. And now, and I don't want to be negative about myself. I don't want to be, but by the way, I'm here in West Palm Beach, and Pratt and Whitney is 25 miles away. Part of his targets against the United States not only is Pratt and Whitney is part of his targets. I don't mean to be negative. I'm a very I love investigation. I do investigate a lot. I mean, but this guy, he can do a lot of harm to us. So let's hope that we we can talk to this guy. I mean, President Biden has a lot of homework to do. So that's it. And to end this discussion, I hope I get some I some response from you guys. You've been very nice to me. I get a lot of I get a lot of feedback. Um, I have seven. I got 18,000 members or friends on LinkedIn, and I have 5,000 girlfriends on Facebook. And I said to myself, "Well, I don't know." So I'm like Julio Iglesias from Spain. He lives down the corner in Miami, and he claims to have 10,000 girlfriends, double than me. So I don't know. You need to check that out. So, anyways, just send me a comment, and uh, we need to help our Ukrainian friends. And I'm still looking for my Ukrainian lady friend from 20 years ago, and I'll get back to you on that one. Yeah, because this is ridiculous. I mean, throwing rockets to innocent people. I'm gonna do more research how we can raise money. We can assist our Ukrainian friends. Remember back in 1986, they got the Chernobyl thing, the reactor that blew up, or I don't know. I remember back in those days, I was Kmart down the street with my mom. She was looking for a piece of sound system. I mean, 1986, we didn't have so many, and 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 I was looking to this speaker system. Nice, it's Curtis Matthews, which was a brand that, and it was probably like 7 p.m. They were just about because my mom was already, she was shopping for stuff, and she wanted to get a new electronic piece. And I heard on the speakers that there was a meltdown in Chernobyl, which is great. And when I saw the pictures the next day, I couldn't even believe what I saw. The fierceness of these soldiers, they were throwing because they needed to contain. And they needed to contain the effects of the Chernobyl. And now we're looking at this. I want to thank you and thank you for welcoming me in your home. And after this, I'm just about to.